Chances for an average Dutch boy are 1 to 1 million. Eric Sloof took his chances. He went on the radio. Now he's on the Twilight Zone.
Dat is helemaal niet, joh.
A Twinkie, that would have been so cool, huh? Don't take the Twinkie, that's a gift. It's no video iPod. No, there's no other money in there. Take the Twinkie. That is the world's most expensive Twinkie. Do you know what? No, don't put that down. Do you know what's inside expensive Twinkies? Do you know what's inside? Cream filling. And $100 bills. Vyasa, open up that Twinkie. Open it up. Inside that Twinkie is your $100 bill. Watch this. This is going to be awesome. Watch his face. Peel it open. Inside that Twinkie, Vyasa, check this out. Reach inside. It's covered with cream filling. But there is a little piece of paper. It says 100 on there. Not only says 100, but it also has your name on it.
My name is Rob Bastiaansen, and I'm going to talk about Linux guests for you this afternoon. Cloud is of course, installation of the operating system. We're going to look into how to create virtual machines running Linux, installing the VMware tools. Some of that stuff, of course, is covered in the online manuals, so you will find it there, but there you can all hear me well. And I will try to talk slowly. So if I do the presentation, you might know me from that. I am an instructor, so I deliver the VMware training, but I also do Linux training and other novel training. Still mostly in the Netherlands and sometimes around Europe. We're here at VMworld, so I expect that you have heard of the Linux software that VMware has, especially if you have some knowledge on ESX server. I think that even if you have never installed Linux into a virtual, have a look at that. It begins pretty simple by creating that Linux server that will become the template, power off, convert it to a template or clone it. I'll explain that in the next few slides. And then you can deploy your new Linux servers. Creating that Linux server is installing the operating system, installing all of your applications that you might virtual machine. So that is what I'm going to talk about. This also applies for virtual to virtual. So what can we do? Use available software if it's there. So it is the most simple solution. You can go to a software vendor that sells a solution, like Platespin has software that can convert Linux physical machines into Linux virtual machines. That's easy. It's just their software. It has its own interface that you can use. It might not support your operating system. For example, Platespin currently does not support /10 and Red Hat 5. Future versions will, but currently they don't. So that might be a reason why it is not. And in both books you will find some information on physical to virtual conversions that are available for both Windows, Linux, and also for NetWare. You will find some information in my book. And the other book covers Windows and Linux for manual, do-it-yourself P2V migration. So, and if you don't pick it up here, you can always go to virtualizationbooks.com. They have a very good collection of virtualization books, either ESX server or VMware server, etc. Into the virtual machine, as I said, can be done with the VMware converter boot CD. But only if you have enterprise edition, you wouldn't have it. You can also do that with different types of imaging solutions. So if you have ghosts, for example, you can always combine later, but let's take these in general. Sure.
You mentioned VMware Box. That's a GUI. How do you run that if you're running a...
So the question is that VMware Toolbox command, how do you do that remotely? So if you use SSH to open a remote shell, and within that shell, you type VMware Finance Toolbox, and the display will show up on your computer. Well, there is one text version of the toolbox, that is correct. That is correct, yes. But let me state that the tools are fully functional without using that. Information where it is at localhost. So we will get the UTC time from the entity server, and it still needs to know, was I running local or was I running UTC time? Any other questions? Okay.
The problem that I encounter is that your dormant process samples you plasma.
Live on the VM server because it is compatible to sync it, and you should use a parameter on the command line starting it.
Yeah, you should either do one or the other. So either you use MTP, which you can do, but then make sure that you have disabled time synchronization in the tools. So it's either use time synchronization from the tools or use MTP. That is correct. Yes. Okay. So from the Windows server, the time synchronization from the guest to host is disabled by default because Windows always synchronizes with the... Here, I'm not leaving until tomorrow, so okay. So thanks for being here, okay, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Eric Sloof was just an average guy from Holland. First, he was on the radio. Then he went to the bathroom. Now he's in the Twilight Zone. Forever.